Well, back to the case of the monkeypox in India. They confirmed their first death caused by the virus in the southern state of Kerala. A 22-year-old man who'd recently traveled to the state from the United Arab Emirates. He died on Saturday. The ministry there said the man had initially tested positive for the virus abroad, and samples tested after his death also detected the virus. Joining us for more is VOA's Anjana Pasricha. Thank you for joining me on the program. First, give us the latest. We understand there are 20 persons who came into contact with him. They've been isolated and they're being monitored. What are the developments?
Yeah, well, those being monitored include his family and the people he met after he came from the United Arab Emirates about a week ago. Fortunately, so far, health authorities have not reported any infections among his contacts.
All right. The WHO has declared monkeypox a global health emergency, and this was done last month. Many countries have different measures. What's India? How are they trying to stem the spread of the virus?
Well, actually, India only has a handful of cases so far, 8 to be precise. 5 have been reported from Kerala, that is the southern state where the 22-year-old man died. 3 persons have tested positive in New Delhi. According to domestic media reports, they include 2 Nigerian nationals, a 31 and a 35-year-old who were working in the city and are currently undergoing treatment. What India is doing is stepping up surveillance, especially from international airports. It has set up isolation wards. It is even asking vaccine makers in India to try and develop a vaccine against monkeypox.
But is there a vaccine as of now for monkeypox in India?
There isn't a vaccine as of now. As far as I understand, it's a smallpox vaccine can also be used in place of monkeypox, for treating monkeypox. But so far, India is not undertaking any vaccination program for monkeypox.
And like COVID-19, people with underlying illnesses can be more susceptible. Are there any persons based on medical history who could be more susceptible to monkeypox? Also, is there confirmation as to how they got the disease?
Well, the man in Kerala who has died, we can say how he got it, but it's difficult to say how he got it. The 22-year-old came from the United Arab Emirates, as I said, where he had already tested positive for monkeypox, according to his family. After coming to India, he did not inform health authorities. In fact, all the 5 cases in Kerala are persons who came from UAE. A lot of people in that state work in the Middle East. The 3 cases in Delhi are all people who have no travel history.
That's interesting. Another interesting thing to note is we understand that there were no rashes on his body. And, you know, a few of the time, most people think that is one important symptom for monkeypox. Are Indians abreast of what this virus is and the many symptoms and how it could affect people, attack the immune system?
Well, first of all, I think initially there were some reports that he did not have skin rashes. But later on, the authorities clarified that he did have skin rashes. What happened was that he only came to hospital when, I think the infection was far advanced and he had very high fever. Now, as for Indians being abreast as to what is monkeypox, I think that now it is in the news. They are coming to learn about the virus. Where medical personnel are concerned, India does have skilled doctors who have the knowledge to handle such infections.
All right. Finally, are there any other measures the government has taken to handle monkeypox? This is while it handles other infectious diseases. I mean, there's still COVID-19 and the rest.
Absolutely. Well, the government on Monday has set up a task force to monitor the outbreak nationally, under which it can send experts to various states which might get outbreaks of monkeypox. And as I said earlier, it's also invited domestic vaccine makers to consider making shots against monkeypox. Besides that, it is intensifying surveillance at airports, setting up isolation wards in hospitals.
VOA's Anjana Pasricha, thanks so much for joining me on the program.
Thank you.